You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. India, the world's biggest rice exporter, has banned some overseas sales of the grain, with immediate effect, in a move that could drive international prices even higher. Rice is a major world food staple, and prices on international markets have soared to decade highs as the world grappled with the COVID pandemic, the war in Ukraine, and the impact of the El Nino weather phenomenon on production levels. India would ban exports of non-basmati white rice, which accounts for around a quarter of its total, the Consumer Affairs and Food Ministry said. The move would ensure adequate availability and allay the rise in prices in the domestic market, a government source stated. India accounts for more than 40% of all global rice shipments, so the decision could risk exacerbating food insecurity in countries highly dependent on rice imports. Countries expected to be hit by the ban include African nations particularly, Turkey, Syria and Pakistan as well, all of them already struggling with high food price inflation. Global demand saw Indian exports of non-basmati white rice jump 35% year-on-year in the second quarter. The increase came even after the government banned broken rice shipments and imposed a 20% export tax on white rice in September. India exported 10.3 million tonnes of non-basmati white rice last year, and it's likely alternative suppliers like Thailand, Vietnam and Pakistan do not have spare capacity to fill the gap. Moscow's cancellation of the Black Sea grain deal that protected Ukrainian exports has already led to wheat prices creeping up, which will add to inflation around the world where rice can be used as a substitute for wheat. Rice prices in India rose 15% in the year to March, and the government has clearly viewed these as red lines from a domestic food security and inflation point of view. India had already curbed exports of wheat and sugar last year to rein in prices. You've been watching Satluj TV News, and you can find more stories in detail on our channel at Satnet News, so it's worth clicking on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And don't forget, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below, or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.